Alright guys, I'm super excited about this video today. I'm going to Sonoma County, California, where I'm going to be meeting up with another buddy and bond, if you will. We've been waiting a year, actually, since the video I did about the Skyfall concert in San Francisco, where we actually bumped into each other. That being said, I'm going to be driving over there, hanging out with him, and we're going to be going through his Bond collection. Today's going to be a lot of fun, so come along with me. It's going to be a great time.
Now pay attention, 007. I've always tried to teach you two things. First, never let them see you bleeding.
And the second?
Always have an escape plan.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever it be. I'm Christopher Morales, That One Bond Guy, here on set, really. I mean, this is live. Well, not really live. You guys see it when you see it. But hanging out with Matt. This has been, what, a year in the making, right?
Yeah, we've, 3 years doing the Instagram page.
Yes.
But 1 year you and I have been trying to get together and actually see everything. So
funny story, we met when Skyfall in concert came to San Francisco.
That was good.
I remember doing an Instagram live video, and I get tapped on the shoulder by this guy, and I'm like, who the hell is this guy? And all of a sudden he's like, dude, I follow you on Instagram. And thus we became friends ever since, and I've been meaning to come check out this fantastic room. And here we are, finally here. I'm super excited. You guys will see video footage as we do our discussion here. His collection is absolutely fantastic. But that being said, I mean, oh my gosh, Matt, I'm so happy to be here with you. You mind sharing a little bit of like how you got into Bond?
Yeah, absolutely. So it's funny you mentioned that. My dad grew up a Bond fan, right? Mm-hmm. So I mean, literally when Goldfinger came out in 1964. My dad was a senior in high school. I mean, that was revolutionary for him. And he used to go with his dad, my grandfather, which you guys will find a little bit more about in a little bit. But they used to go to the theater, and that was a thing. It was a Bond thing. So my first ever film was when actual film in theater was Goldeneye.
Okay.
Back in 1995.
Nice.
I was 10 years old at the time. Changed my life.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, and as you guys can see throughout the pictures, I mean, that you've collected a lot of novels. Would you say that the literature and the artwork is something that you gravitate towards a little bit more than?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it's the global impact with the illustrations, the artwork, the movie posters.
Very cool.
Like behind us, you guys probably can see that. I don't know, maybe you can't, but I mean, just the artwork in Japan and Italy and just.
Every country has its own interpretation.
Turkey and yeah.
Very cool. Okay, so I always like to ask this whenever I come to somebody who's been collecting Bond stuff for years. If your house, and in theory, we're hoping that it doesn't happen, but in theory, if your house was to catch on fire, mm-hmm. what would be the top 3 things that you would take with you, without a doubt, to save?
Can't leave home without it.
Right, exactly.
Number 1 would be the original LP, 1964, Goldfinger.
Right.
My dad was in high school. That was one of his first LPs, and so that's an original. So that means a lot to me because that's definitely a hand-me-down. Keep it in the fam.
Right. Exactly.
Number 2 would be the artwork that my grandfather did. I was 10 years old. Goldeneye had just come out. I was really into the whole Bond feelings, and so he always liked Roger Moore. Loves Sean Connery, number 1, but he liked Roger Moore too. He liked his humor, so he kind of combined. You'll see the photo, but he kind of combined Roger Moore and Pierce Brosnan, and he mutated them into his own drawing of a figure.
Huh.
So it's kind of it's interesting. Number 3 would be my novel collection. A lot of the original 60s Signet editions I think are really cool. And specifically, though, just the 2 novels that were part of my grandfather's collection.
Right.
Spy Who Loved Me.
Okay.
Right? and Thunderball.
I will say
first 2 Fleming novels.
I
in my
will
collection.
say, out of everybody that I've been able to meet within the Bond community, you have the most extensive comic book collection of of Bond items. Like I've never been in. I've heard of the Bond comic books as like another thing of Bond.
Just the imagination that, like, looking at, like, just reading the power of the comic, right? The illustrated novel.
Yeah.
Seeing the action right there on page, but then, like, having sound effects going through my mind. That's
really cool.
Yeah, it's cool, man.
Dude, thank you for having me.
Yeah, my pleasure. By the way, rumor has it, sir, that you've never actually played Goldeneye? Is that correct?
I have not. Stay tuned. You may see me play Goldeneye for the very first time in this video. So
okay.
Cheers.
Hey, salute to you. Cheers to you, community.
Yeah, this has been a fantastic collection. This has been amazing. So thank you again for having me. And thanks, guys, for tuning in on this episode of That One Bond Guy. And I'll see you all very soon in the next video. You guys take care. Be safe. See ya. Did you think this was over? No. I just got back, guys, and oh my goodness, it was such a fantastic trip up there. I forgot how beautiful it is up in one country in California. So if you ever have a chance to drive through Napa County and go through some wineries, there's some very Bondian mansions there that I thought were pretty cool, which you guys have probably saw in the video. But anyways, I'm back in Sacramento. Just wanted to highlight a few cool things that I was able to not only have the memories, which means so much more to me that I had hanging out with Matt, but some goodies that he sent home with me, which he did not have to do, and it just goes to show that people in the Bond community truly do have hearts of gold. And so he's a huge golfer. So of course he has and only plays with a certain brand because of the Bond connection, and he sent me home with this guy, which is really cool. He gave me the Penfold 007, 60th anniversary golf ball set. So I have a few golf balls there. Penfold of Hearts, of course. He sent me also a tee with the Penfold of Hearts and 007 logo, which is super, super cool. And then he knows the story of my first Omega and Skyfall being one of my favorite Bond films. He actually told me that this is a theatrical release Skyfall shirt, which is super cool. And then he sent me home with this really cool Signet Goldfinger book, which is actually, it came out after the film because it's now a great motion picture. So, and a picture of Sean Connery. So I think that's really cool. Can't wait to dive into that. But yeah, so thank you, Matt, for just hosting me and having me hang out with you and talk Bond and do this fun video. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's always so much fun to kind of go through everyone's collection and just meet people in the Bond community in general. I mean, you guys can see Matt's a great guy. Be sure to be following him on Instagram. I'll leave everything in the description, so all you gotta do is click and give him some love. But that being said, I am so stoked. This one was a lot of fun. So you guys take care, be safe, and I'll see you all on the next video. See ya.